And we are back. It's round 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeddah for tier 1. And the drivers are wasting no time whatsoever to come out to set their times. First, it's going to be the Aston Martin UFRL Coffee. The standings have been updated, so everyone can see where they currently sit. And also the constructors can see where they currently sit. There we go. So we get everything that we need right now. Tires, lap data, everything we need. See, they're all coming out quick. 2 hasses out now already. But Coffee will be the first to set a time. Jeddah, a very, very fun track, but street track. It's easy to lose the wing. It's easy to bring out the safety car. This is peak Formula 1. Peak concentration and peak high performance from athletes. We're all athletes here. I'll say fake athletes. Few drivers are back today. Bad Boy, who's going to be racing for the Haas. Everybody knows who Bad Boy is. We'll see how he performs. Hazer, who has a quali ban, I believe, or might be doing his engine pen, but I think it's a quali ban for Hazer out. No, but that wait, how is that a quali ban? I mean, you're meant to go out and come back, but that's for the engine pen though. I think for the quali ban, you just pick yourself up and tire. Hazer has done that now. He will be starting from the back of the grid. Coffee also retired from the session. One sec, I need to check who has their engine pens today so I get this right. There's a bunch of them are just retiring and confusing me. So let's go to the engine pen request for the TPs. Obviously, because I'm a TP, I have access to that. Engine pen requests. So this week, the 3 drivers that will be doing their engine pens will be Tier 1 Jeddah Hazer. So yeah, Hazer is doing his engine pen. Tier 1 Jeddah Pakol also will be doing her engine pen. She has retired. And Coffee. So those are the 3 drivers who all have retired now. They've done it properly. Everyone is fearing a race ban. No one wants a race ban. So the 3 of them have done it properly. So Coffee will start at the back with Hazer in front of him, and Pakol, the last driver. Interesting session this is going to be. Last time around in Bahrain, in Monza, very exciting race as we saw the Mercedes take a 1-2, especially with a very good recovery, grabbing that P3 to take the lead of the championship as championship leader. The third got a race ban. This time around though, he definitely will be looking for revenge, looking to get maximum points to continue his charge for that. Look at that time Bad Boy has set to continue his charge for that championship. 127.9 for Bad Boy. He's already showing how strong he is. He's already showing the Bad Boy that Pesci might feel that he missed, but Hazer is already doing a great job for the Williams outfit, who are currently P1 in the championship, 97 points. I believe it's about 97, 95 points ahead of Mercedes in P2. So Pesci, the team principal of Williams, definitely will be having talks with his drivers to be telling them we're halfway through now, halfway to go for us to be crowned champions. But Pesci comes out of the final corner on his first push lap. Can he beat the time that his former teammate, who's currently sitting in provisional pole position, is on? He takes it very tight, and is he going to beat that time 4 tenths quicker than Bad Boy in the Haas, as Bad Boy will cut the corner a little bit there. Next to cross the line will be the Mercedes of Mr. Poem, who is on a push lap now. Let's see exactly what we can get. Behind him is the Kick Sauber, the only Kick Sauber on track, so Deck. He's going to have to take most of the points for Kick Sauber today, so he's looking to get as strong as points as he can. He is one of the drivers who is the driver with the 10 most podiums this season in Tier 1. He's looking to get another one here today. I believe he has 3 podiums, with Mr. P having 2. Deck, Bird and Pesci 3 and 4 respectively. But Deck is doing really good for him. So if he goes P4 with a 128.5, not a bad time from him. Bam behind him, 129.1. Rusted Bolt with 129.9. Looking to have a good race today, as his last 2 races haven't really been the best finishes for Rusted Bolt. Strong in the race, but when it came to the end of the race, he just had a little bit of bad luck for the Visa RB. Visa RB team had a calamitous week last week. Only 2 drivers finishing both out of the top 10. One with a race ban and one getting disqualified because he failed to do attendance. They definitely was a big hit for them, but these guys, as they have shown for the past 2 seasons, do not give up and definitely still be going for a fight to try and grab that constructors at the end of the season. Bad Boy in P2 behind Pesci. Doesn't it look like old times once again, as Bad Boy will be competing against one of his close mates here in Formula 1, but this time it will be in the same team. It will be in different garages. As 10 drivers now have set time, there's 4 to go, because 3 of them won't be able to set time because of the engine pens that they have to do. Rusted Bolt another push lap on this one. I might be going into the push to see what he does. For 2 push laps. 2 push laps at Jeddah. Probably the best way to do it. The tire wear isn't too bad around here. Every time I look up pushes, I really good again. Trying to improve the time that he currently sits on with 1:29.1. Let's see what that Visa RB can do. ARC Miki, a reserve from tier 2. Had a strong race in 100% tier, one of his best races. Clean from him. He wants to continue showing that type of character, as he will be reserving for Filthy Ghost for the Red Bull outfit, who also are in that championship fight. Not the best week for past 2 weeks for them, but that team that will be going at it. But here we go now. 3 more. Mr. P now to P4. 3 more. Bam and Destroyer Drac. Look at that. Bam. Destroyer Drac, a driver who has been promoted today already in P6 with a 129.1. Probably can't even improve on that time. He's gonna have to just put his head down, knowing now he's been put in the faster tier. You're just gonna have to race as strong as you can, and he's already doing that, qualifying in the top 10, most likely here with 10 minutes to go. A few drivers still has to set time. UFRL, who is on an outlap now. Wizard Rex and the Bird Man in P2 in the championship. We got a race ban last week, and we'll be looking to cook this week. Let's see how that goes for him. Pesci out now. Bad Boy and Deck all going to be coming out now for fresh laps. Deck now will begin another lap on a 128.2. Only 2 drivers into the 127s as we speak. Only Pesci and Bad Boy, as the yellow flags at the back. The Visa will be moving out of the way for the Alpine. Can Deck improve on his time? We're going to stick with him now to see how he does as he crosses the first sector line. Nice and clean. He's climbing the apex there as much as you want, as you need to. As a little bit swirly there. Will he be improving on his time though? And yes, he will, just by 800th of a second. He'll be looking to get even more than that if he wants to put himself in the top 2 or get that provisional pole position with 9 minutes to go. But still going to stick with him. The Mercedes of UFRL will be beginning his lap. So let's see who's on the lap now. Bad Boy and Pesci just coming out now. Bad Boy will be looking to get that slipstream from behind Pesci. That might be a smart choice from him. They're coming out at the same time, especially. I don't know if that was planned. They could be in the same call and plan that together, but you never know. But here we go now. Deck pushing as hard as he can. He has finished his second sector. Didn't see the time. I don't know if he's improving, but heading to the final hairpin now. Can the Kick Sauber get into the top 2 or that provisional pole position as we go here in qualifying down the straight, taking a very, very tight line as he heads to the line? It's going to be an improvement of time, but not of place. It's still going to be a 128.1 for Deck. He stays in P3. The Visa RB of Rusted Bolt next to cross the line. He improves to P4, 128.2 for Visa RB as the Alpine of Destroyer Drag right in front of the other Visa RB. What can he get? Up to P6, passes his teammate. 5/10 of an improvement from Destroyer Drag. What a time. Bird goes in front of Rusted Bolt. Not enough to put him in the top 3 strong times from these drivers here. As you can see, they're already trying to get as good as the time as they can get here. As Viva now will cross the line. His push lap only sitting 11:1:29.3. Now trying to get into the 1:28. The only driver now who hasn't completed a lap will be the Mercedes UFRL. See what time he does his. Pesci going to pole position. A pole position. That's not a surprise whatsoever. We've gotten a bunch of them this season. We'll be looking to get another one. Lucky for him, there's no points for pole position this season because that could be an extra few points in his championship to even extend his championship lead. He's currently sitting at the top with 159 points. I believe he's the driver with the most points in the league right now. Then Doug in P3 having a 145 points lead. They're having 145 points at the top of the table in Tier 3. Those two drivers are drivers who have racked up the most points this season. We have obviously in Tier 3. I think Bird is the third driver with the most points after both of them with 135, I believe. So going into the pit deck in P3, 128.1. There will just be one time for one more push lap for most of these drivers here. Woody's sitting on a 129.8. Bam retired from the session into the wall. As you can see, yellow flags at the back there. That will be the end of his qualifying for sure. Let's see if we can. The Haas can give us a view of the Alpine. He's gone now before the Haas can get there. As Haas bams into the wall, they almost followed Bam into the retirement. But Bam is out of the session now. In P8, we'll see if anybody can push him down or he will be starting where he currently is. American out of 133.8 goes up to P12 at 129.6. Not a great time for the Mercedes, but you never know when it's. Sometimes quality is one thing, but racecraft is another. And he's one of the ones who has the racecraft to try and improve on whatever he's sitting on. The Williams still at the top. Hazer starting at the back. Will try to claw his way through, same as Parkour and Coffee. But it's very difficult to do it in a track like Jeddah. There's a lot of DRS zones, but that means there's a lot of chances for drivers around you to stay close to you, keep you away, depending if they have DRS in front of them. But that now, with 5 minutes to go here in qualifying, Pesci sits at the top with Bad Boy on his returning race in P2, and Declan is going to be in P3 for now. Bird definitely can improve that on the time that he's on, as the Visa RB is in a very good place to start right now in the team. The strongest quality so far. And one of them is coming out. It's going to be the Bird. And this is going to be his final opportunity now to get a time that might be good enough for the top 3 or for number 1 on the grid before we start the race. As we see the Mercedes of UFRL America surely should be going into the pits now. Yes, he is going into the pits on this one. Remember guys, do not cut the pit lane entry when you're going in, because you will get a penalty. A bunch of drivers have gotten a penalty this season crossing that entry, so be careful when you're going in. Alright, let's go to the stream, because I'm actually not looking at the stream. So if any of you are saying anything to me, I actually can see it. So I'm gonna pop up the stream now to make sure I'm not missing. As Wariner says evening, or the championship leader in tier 2 as he takes the lead this week, says evening to everybody. We'll see if he can continue that lead in the championship to grab his first gold in UFRL. It's not going to be an easy one, as Boy Knockout, Gandalf and the rest of the drivers in tier 2 are definitely going to be giving him a fight, but definitely, as I know Wariner, he will not be giving his lead up easy. But Visa RB of Bird will start his final push lap of the session now. And can he get that pole position that he definitely will be looking for? As we have a new follower in chat, it's Angela Riza Martinez. Angela Riza Martinez, it's good to see you in chat. And hopefully you want to join us Let's see now. Bird is the only driver on a push lap now, so we're going to stick with him. Let's see if he... Oh, Bird invalidated. Does he have enough fuel in the car though to go for another one here? Well, maybe, maybe not. We will see. Probably. Watch him. I think he will have to. He did invalidate. It's fine. The second row is not too bad to start in, but someone like Bird not to be starting at the top of the first row. But and having a driver like Bad Boy joining back into the league, it's going to make it even harder for Bird now to keep getting in deck, and Pesci were getting at the start of the season. So more people want to be racing. The competition is heating up as the rounds go on now. Just a few drivers from them, or just from penalties, or with few race bans here and there. It shows you how the competition is getting tougher and tougher. If you want to keep it clean, that's the way to win. Because sometimes good finishes in P6 and a deep driver you find yourself on the podium. The best way to win is to keep your car away from others. Bird is on a push lap, so he did have enough fuel to go for another one here. Behind him is the Mercedes of Mr. P, who will be going on his own. They're all now going to go for a minute to go for their final push laps in this session. Most of them are on out laps now. Yellow flags at the back there. For driver going through. Who's going to be the first to the line? It's going to be Rusty Bolt. He's just going to be starting a lap there. Then the Williams of Pesci also going to be starting on Aston Martin. I believe they're all on out laps now. The only drivers who are on push laps now are Deck and the Bird. The first though, who's going to cross the line on his push lap is going to be the Bird. Is he improving? No, he's not. He's a second down on his quickest time, and that will look like it will be the end of qualifying for Bird. P4 it's going to be. Can't improve. Does he have more fuel to go for another lap again? Because you can see he's recharging. Maybe he put enough fuel to go for another lap again. Or maybe he wasn't just going for laps at all. Maybe he did 2 out laps there, but he's going to go for another push here with 7 seconds to go here in qualifying. Who's that behind? I believe that's Declan. What can Declan get on his final push lap here? He's not going to the pits. He's improving by 2/10. Can he get into the top 2? Yes, he can. P2 for Deck. 127.7. Another driver into the top 7. Wizard Rex crossing the line. It's going to be P10 for him. Qualifying in the top 10. Not a bad place to be, as UFRL American Mercedes already 1.1 seconds up on his quickest time. Where would he be when he does cross the line? Right behind his teammates. These two are absolutely inseparable. But we'll see if Mr. P can improve on his time and get higher than P6. We're going to head down now to Bird in the Visa RB, as Rusted Bolts are in the Visa RB. 4/10, he's down on his time. It doesn't look like he will have enough to improve on this final sector. It's going to have to be a blistering final sector if he wants to improve on the time that he's on now. But it's 4/10 down. And coming into this final corner, he's going to have to push it very hard. As you can see, pushing very hard, almost losing the back end into the wall like Max did a few seasons ago. But he's going to go into the pits. That is that for Rusted Bolts. Smashes into the bollard. Next is going to be Pesci, currently sitting provisional pole position. Can he improve on that time? Yes, he does. 127.2 for Pesci. I don't think anybody else is beating that time. Bad Boy has invalidated. The Alpino Destroyer drag splits the Visa RBs up to P5. He goes. Next is going to be Bird, who goes P3, finally improving on his time into the top 3. Top 3 as they always are. Once again, Bad Boy will be completing the grid, and that is that for qualifying. Not a bad session that we have there. Pesci will start on top once again with Deck in P2, and the Bird will round up our usual top 3. The Williams, the TP of Williams leading by example. Will be looking to get another win here today, as Wariner in the chat gives him a little bit of a congratulations there. Fire from Williams, absolutely fire from Pesci. They have 2 drivers leading championships in tier 1 and 2, and Bakey in P2 in the championship in tier 3. So they have 3 drivers going for championship this year. That just shows you the quality of that team. But you have to remember this. You have the minus on money that they have. So that's going to still be a deduction of points at the end of the season. But we'll see how much points they can pull away from the rest of the teams. So that deduction wouldn't be a problem at the end. How strong can they be? As we will come back here in 5 minutes to begin racing at Jeddah in a race that surely is going to be an interesting one. Younglight was meant to race today, but he had controller problems, which meant that he backed out of it because he could have been an absolute danger on track for everyone. Good one for him for informing us and not just coming into the grid and absolutely messing everybody's race up. Oh yeah, in 5 minutes we'll resume racing. Alright, people. Let me do sound check. I haven't actually done sound check yet. Sound check, sound check, sound check. Let me do sound check. Okay. Alright, we're good. We are good. We are more than good. And we are excited to watch some racing that's going to begin anytime soon. 35 has now reached. 35 has now reached. I know. This is the point of the race that your nervousness is, you feel it in your heart. A lot of drivers feel it in their hearts. But once the lights go out, all that nervousness just flies out, and you start racing. It's the 5-minute break that all the shivers come in. Like, what should I do? What strategy should I do? I hope my turn one is clean. I don't take anybody out, or vice versa. No one takes me out. But the lights should start going on soon here at Jeddah. It's going to be an interesting run in round 6, the beginning of round 6 for UFRL Season 9. Tier 1 with Pesci, our championship leader, who's going to be starting pole position, getting a very strong lap of a 127.2. And it's looking like he's going to grab another win here as the countdown has now begun. Don't ask me how I know, just know. So we go 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and it's 5 lights. A Jeddah ahead of the drivers, and it's foot to the floor and go. Pesci, not a bad start from him at all. He's going to keep his lead. Declan on the inside. He's going to try and get that place, but not enough. As he's just going to have to hold it back. The Visa RB of the bird now. The top 3 as they were. They're going to be fighting now. The Mercedes and the Visa RB going to that corner. Mr. P trying it around the outside, but nothing doing. Under pressure now. Destroyer drag up to P5. A good start from him, but he's going to have to hold on to the top 4 as he goes onto the curb there, almost making a little bit of a mistake. And Rusted Bolt is going to use this opportunity, and 1 driver getting past, 2 drivers getting past as the Mercedes of Mr. P will join that. Destroyer drag now will have to tuck back behind as they've already lost the DRS to the drivers in front. That is not what they want. Bam! And Destroyer looking very confident there, but let's get the tires on, everything that we need. Right now we don't need telemetry. There we go. Most drivers starting on the mediums. ARC decided to go for the hard tires, and Coffee is going to go for the soft. Coffee, Paco, and Hayes are the 3 drivers that started with an engine pen. We'll see how their race is going to go now. What's the point though? We'll have to try and get back into the DRS of the drivers in front, but that'll be very difficult because we know the pace that the 4 men in front have. When DRS is enabled, the moves will begin here. So drivers fight now. Any other pack lost, most of the drivers are in this pack. All the way down as Hazer is making a move on Paco up to P14. He goes. Coffee with those soft tires is going to have to start making moves as quick as possible. He knows his tires are going to start falling off as the laps go on. So now he's still in that DRS, still part of the pack. A few more drivers that he's going to have to compete. Wizard to be the next one. Then his teammate who probably wouldn't make it too hard for Coffee when he does get into the pack of him. But Rusted Bolt now losing even more time to the drivers in front. Definitely the top 4 are just going to be the top 4 if we do not get a safety car on this one. Ooh. There, but Bad Boy very close to the Visa RB now. 3-second penalty already for Rusted Bolt. It's not going to be loving that as the Mercedes of Mr. P puts in immense amount of pressure behind him, and Mr. P is going to have that DRS. ARC Mickey now the second Red Bull getting passed by the Williams. Another comeback drive from Hazer is about to begin. He's good at coming driving from the back. Soft tires and Coffee. He has that grip more than the McLaren in front. To make the move up to the front now. Mr. P has cleared the Visa RB of Rusted Bolt. They're going to be trying to work together here to make sure that Drag and Bam behind stay away from them. Drag and Bam behind are going to be making sure that Mercedes of Merck doesn't put pressure on them. He looking to move as quick as possible. As Bam now to the right side takes the place from his teammates up to P7. Declan and Bad Boy has now overtaken the Visa RB of Bird, who's going to fight it back now, switching to the inside. Side by side they go now into turn 1, and early in this races these drivers are not wasting time whatsoever. Visa RB Alpine getting past the Mercedes there. 2 places lost for Mr. P as Bam moves up to P6. The race is on now. Mercedes of Merck will be putting pressure on ARC, losing place to Woody. And on those hard tires, that will definitely have to take time before they start to warm up for ARC. You have to be patient and just try and keep with the pack, but a pack that the 3 of them behind have currently lost now. But Bam now is going to be behind Rusted Bolt with that DRS, looking to put himself in P5. A good start for the Alpine here. The Alpine team is trying to get as stronger points as they can in this one. In the top 10, they had Mercedes in the top 10. These are RB in the top 10. Those 3 teams all in the constructors fight, looking to put the pressure on Williams, who was sitting pretty at the top. Pesci is right now, but Declan is going to be putting pressure on him with that DRS, easily going to make the move as they head to the final corner of this one. Declan round the outside takes the lead of the race. Up to P1 he goes, and Pesci's just going to tuck right behind. Bad Boy now losing that place to Bird on the inside on this lap. One Mercedes of Merck has finally cleared Destroyer drag in that Alpine. Mercedes now walk together against the Alpines. It's going to be a Mercedes Alpine battle in this one. Alpine now switches to the left, back to the right for Bam. Beautiful move for him as he goes round the outside of Rusted Bolt and takes that place into the P5. Rusted Bolt, early 3-second penalty for him. And can he get the momentum as they head to this left-hander now? Will he go around the outside? Probably not the best place to do so. Smartly pulls out of it to stay right behind. Heading back to the front now. The top 4 are still the top 4, but Declan has lost the lead of the race once again. Nothing really going on. The race has been clean so far. Everyone knows the value of being clean as we go on now. But Viva now, like I said, doesn't make it too hard for his teammate, knowing that he's on those soft tires. He lets him go as quick. The Aston Martins now will join this fight against the Mercedes and the Alpine. No DRS. No DRS has been lost by anybody except for Woody, ARC, and Badger behind. Badger has actually fallen out. ARC and Woody, 2 tier 2 drivers, so you do expect them to be around the same place, racing with each other here, and see if they can walk together. We ARC go on the inside here, definitely not. A very bad incident. Bird now, they're squabbling. There you go, 3 wide they go. Unbelievable. Pesci is going to keep his lead. Bear tried to make a move. He's going to drop down to P4. Bad Boy up to PT. Takes the place from there. Can he take the place from Pesci on the inside? Bad Boy takes the lead of the race as Palm now is going to be overtaken by Rusted Bolt. Down the inside, Mr. P is going to try it on the Alpine of Bam. Bam's going to defend it around the outside. Good defending from the Alpine there to keep that Mercedes away, to keep him behind. Rusted Bolt has taken the lead of this pack once again, but Mercedes of Mr. P with the momentum coming out of that corner up to P6. He goes, very good driving from him there, and his next target now is Rusted Bolt, who's 8/10 of the road. We won't want to lose the DRS of Bolt in front. He has that 3-second penalty, Ranji, and he'll be trying to get past him. As you can see, they're using a lot of their battery here to start making these moves as Pesci made Bad Boy in front of him. But the question now is, on the last lap of this race, if Bad Boy is leading Pesci, would Bad Boy just let him go, knowing that Pesci is in a championship battle, or will Bad Boy take the win? I think Bad Boy will take that win. I remember last time in Australia when Pesci got the win, Williams got a 1-2. Bad Boy said, I just gave you that one. And this time around, Bad Boy definitely wants to show that he can beat Pesci on track. No team orders in this one, as they are in different teams right now. But Bird still in a good position now. The top 3 that has always been has now become a top 4 now that Bad Boy has joined, and it's even making more interesting now as 2 places. Bird is trying to get down the inside. Pesci holding it around the outside. He has the traction to do so, and he's going to do so. Right, side by side, they go 3 wide now as it's going to split the 2 cars. Bird to take the lead of this race. Unbelievable stuff as they're squabbling it for. Maybe that will give the chance of the drivers behind to catch up, but not enough as Hayes are now making the place on the Aston Martin of Viva. Almost contact between those two there. Actually that's Coffee. Almost contact between those two. Look at Coffee's tires and reaching the point where they will start to fall off now. But Hayes are already up to P11. More places that he will try to make. Viva has fallen out of that DRS, so when Hazer does get past him, he's going to have to push and try and get back into the DRS of the drivers in front. But here we're going to Rusted Bolt, then they cut up 1 second to the drivers in front. Like I said, just because of the squabbling that was happening in front. Drivers behind could use the opportunity to catch up to them, but if they continue to do that, they will catch up even more. There's yellow flags. They should have dragged out the session. Retired from the session. Safety car. It's a safety car. Oh my God, what happened? What happened? Did he get a touch? Was it just a mistake from Destroyer Drag on his first race as a full-time driver here? He is out of the session. Like I say most of the time, Destroyer Drag does have the pace to race with the tier 1s, but the mistakes, he's going to have to get the mistakes out of his game. I don't know if anybody tapped him. Let's see. He has to tell us when anyone tapped him, but you see, that's going to be a safety car. What would they go for? Hard tires to the end. Hard tires to the end would be the only correct option here, as finally they will get back into the drivers of the 4 drivers in front. But hard tires to the end will be the only correct option here. Pesci will go in, Bird will go in. He's speeding into the pit lane. Careful. Deck will go in, Bad Boy will go in, Rusted both will go in. No one careful, don't speed into the pit lane, people. Bam. Merc will go in. As he goes in, doesn't speed. Viva same thing. Hazer very clean from everybody. They're doing a parkour and Wizard Vex. Looks like they were going side by side there. Oh, as they're going to double stack the Mercedes, definitely going to be a problem for one of the Mercedes of Merc, who had to double stack there. And how many places is he going to lose to the drivers behind Mr. P, the lucky one? But only a few, as he will just go behind Viva. Not about this for him, but now he's going to have that pressure of Hazer in the Williams right behind him. And there you go. Now everyone has gone in for the hard tires. ARC Mickey though staying out because he started on the hard tires. He's going to be the leader of this race. A lot of pressure from a reserve driver to be leading in the tier 1 race. And how quickly will the drivers behind him try to dispatch of him, as we wait for Angry Badger to join back into the pack. One driver now has DNF'd from this race. Alright. It's going to be interesting. Oh, what's happening there? Careful guys, careful. I don't know, I'm just gonna have to say something to the driver. Give the driver in front of you at least a car length of space. It's the best way not to be going side by side. A car length of space, because you go side by side and you eventually, even if you overtake that driver and go back behind him, if he does report you, you will get that penalty. So it's just better to stay back and not get too close to the driver in front of you, so you do not get the penalty. There you go now. The Red Bull of ALC Mickey is leading this one. That's going to be very interesting now. They'll try not to lose the DRS like they did early on the lap when Destroyer Drag was lost it to the 4 drivers in front, causing a break in the pack. But the safety car should be coming in at the end of the next lap, not this one, I believe. Yes, we have it in the next one. Badger has just cut up and leaves just the first full lap that the safety car has done with all the cars behind. Ooh, there's a big gap from Mercedes there. Oh my God! As Mr. P goes for a spin, he's gonna have to go. Is he gonna have to take it around now? He might have to go into the pits. Is that gonna be damage for the Mercedes? He might have to go into the pits on this one. Oh yeah, he's going to go into the pits now, and that is absolutely tragic for the Mercedes outfit. The man who won the race last week just spun and went into the wall. He's gonna have to go for medium tires now. Medium tires. He's gonna have to hold to the end of this race. Anything can happen, but it's not what you want to see. If he goes for softs, he's going to go for the softs. Interesting call. He's going to go for the softs there. Yeah, Suzuki. Mercedes having very strong weeks in the past 2 weeks. There's going to have very bad luck for the Mercedes of Mr. P. Our last week's race winner is going to have to find his way from the back now, and he's definitely going to have to go into the pits in this race one more time. We'll see how it's going to work out for him. But the safety car definitely will be going in at the end of this one, because he will catch up back into the pack. Alright, let's see. Safety car definitely coming in out of drivers warming up their tires. Let's Let's see. It'll be an interesting one here when the race resumes. ARC Mickey's going to be under immense amount of pressure. But how much on the road? I see another safety car coming out here. Strike point one. Mr. P going into wall there, and I don't think they'll be the only drivers that will be going for a spin on this one. So another safety car just might come in, but safety car now is in on this one. Let's make sure nothing is happening. Stay far away, people. Give the driver in front of you some space so you're not going side by side. Let's see if any drivers are too close. Nobody's too close here. Oh, Angry Badger. Moving to the side of them. Okay, nothing doing. Oh, get up. ALC will be coming out now. The safety car. Is he in the pits yet? I believe the safety car is in the pits, so he's going to go now. Pesci with a great start going into turn one. Might be able to get ALC as they head to turn one now. Down the inside, Pesci already takes back the lead of this race. Bird and Deck squabbling at the back as Deck is going to get ahead of Bird. She goes ahead of Bird going into turn one. But the race has now resumed. He has the back at the back. He's going to have to start making up places on those soft tires. They definitely will be going all the way to the end. All these drivers on the hard tires that they are on. And we'll see how that will go on for them. 2 places already made for the Mercedes. There's yellow flag. Look at Woody has spun there, and that's how Mr. P got past him. You know, already 2 seconds out of the to keep going here. Any points is good points when it comes to a constructors fight. When it comes to a championship fight, but ARC is still doing a good job now. He's gonna make Pesci lose the DRS to the drivers behind. Exactly what Pesci needs here. Deck is gonna have to get past him as quick as possible. Going around the outside, ARC makes it easy for him. Kick Sauber getting through up to P2. Next is going to be the Visa LB of Rusted Bolt. He's also going to try 3-second penalty now for Bad Boy. As the 3-second penalty now will slowly start to come in here as we head to the second half of this race. Bird is going up to PT, taking ALC Mickey. He's not going to fight it too hard because he knows he's the reserve and he knows he's not in a bad position here, being in front of the pack on those hard tires. We'll just be hoping it's a safety car on this one. DRS has now been enabled. ALC Mickey are losing another place now to Bad Boy on the inside. Keep going now. Pesci though lost that DRS to drivers in front as ALC Mickey slowed them down a little bit. Exactly what he would need to grab the win here. And if he can just keep pushing those laps here, he just might be your winner once again and extend his championship lead. Very happy as he sits in that car 1.5 seconds away from death behind Bad Boy pushing pressure on the Bird. See how this goes down. Let's see if there's more fights behind. I don't really see anything happening behind Coffee. Fountain's behind this Vex. Steris now is behind. So moves definitely will start to be made. Bad Boy putting lots of pressure on the Bird here. So now going to have that as the head down the street. It would be enough though to get past the Visa RB. Doesn't look like it to be. But Visa RB will also have the DRS to defend from Bad Boy and the Haas behind. Now, ALC Mickey, round the outside, the Alpine from Bam there, TT round the outside and that fast left-hander. Piece. ALC Mickey now just losing more and more places. The next driver behind is going to be Viva and Merck. As Viva gets back more, they're going to be using that DRS to try and get back to the pack in front of them. Side by side, Bam and Bad Boy are going to go as they head to turn one. The wheels turn round. Bad Boy gets into PT up to the top lead as Viva and Merck continue to switch. More fighting goes about as Paco now up to P11. 3-second penalty for the Mercedes of Merck. As I told you now, the 3-second penalties will start to pile up as we're heading to the halfway into this race. Definitely, as there's more yellow flags at the back, it looks like Coffee out of the session. Virtual safety car. Is that a safety car? Is that going to be a safety car? This one, that definitely is going to be a safety car. It's going to, here he's right on track. Virtual safety car. Is it going to be? Yes, a safety car. Yep. As you can see, the safety car is coming out there. It's going to be a safety car. The safety car is coming out. You can see. Full safety car is going to be. I told you there's going to be another safety car in this one. Not to worry. ARC Mickey though, in the perfect position now. We'll be going in for the mediums. But the hard tires will stay out on the hards for sure. You can't go to the end. But which drivers will decide mediums might be a very good one here. Mr. P definitely will be going on the mediums because he had to go on the softs after he made the mistake on safety car into the wall. I'm not surprised for another safety car. I even feel like there will be another one. As Coffee in the chat says, well, shit. Yep. Shit. That was unlucky for the Aston Martin of Coffee. As his race is done now. Will anybody be going to the pit now? That's the question. Nope. Oh, I see some guys crossing the pit line. I see some people crossing the pit line. Cheeky stuff for some guys. Bam stays out. He decides to stay out. Merck decides to stay out. These drivers will be definitely going for the mediums. Will Rusted both go in? He will have to go in. He might double stack on Bird in front, but they are a good pit stop from the Visa RBs as Rusted Bolt will go in. No double stack for him, and will quickly come out here. Mr. P will be going into the pit, back onto the hard tires for Mr. Poem. I don't know, medium tires for a bunch of them. Back on the hards for Mr. P. This starts on the mediums. Hards. But there you go now. Merck deciding to stay out. How will this strategy work for the drivers that decided to stay out? They're in prime position with 13 laps to go here. They're actually in prime position because those hard tires will still be strong at the end of this race. It's mixing up here now. Let's see how it goes. Who is going to get another 3-second penalty? Let's look at our race director here to see who has racked up those. As you can see, they're racking up those extended track limits. You can see extended track limits. Not that much though. Merck was the last one. We'll see, and more of them will get multiple ones. So Bad Boy, Merck, and Rusted Bolts with 3 drivers with 3-second penalties. But we'll see. Hazer down to P13, right? Williams of Hazer at P13 and teammate in P6. Safety car should be coming in at the end of the next one. Probably not this one. I don't think the safety car has done a full lap with the drivers behind him. So this is going to be an interesting one. Viva and Paco have done it once again, like they did at Monza. Up to 3 and 4. Again, we'll see how if they can get a top 5 once again between these two. And how strong is it going to be? As Mr. P goes for another spin here. Oh, looks like the Mercedes of Mr. P on another spin. Is he into the wall though? Is the question. How is his wing doing? Yeah, his wings are still clean there. Another spin from him. It looks like he's struggling on this one. There has to be something wrong with the because he was telling me, he was giving information that he has a massive problem with his wheel. It's really loose and he's going to have problems in this race. We'll see if that's going to be damage for him. No damage for him, so he stays out. Woody going into the pits. I thought I would say that Woody would be going into the pits. This is going to be an interesting one. I was going so, yeah, you were having a good race there, but very unlucky. Yeah, so those soft tires were working very well at the start, but they were starting to fall off. So now 2 drivers out of this race, 17 car grade turns to 15 car grade. I won't be surprised if you see more drivers in this one. Scoffy now has left the session. We'll join to the back of the pack, but the safety car definitely will be coming in on this one. Bam is leading the race. No pressure, Bam. You have 4 drivers on hards behind you that stayed out. If you can, let's say 6 laps, keep pressure away for 6-7 laps. It's a good position to get strong points here. You're gonna have to get through all those drivers behind. Let's see how that will work. Safety car definitely is gonna come in on this one. Second safety car. It's showing a virtual safety car on the screen, but as usual, EA can't make a good game. Actually, a virtual safety car. It's a full safety car. As you can see, the green Aston Martin safety car is out there leading the pack. But Bam, who has the lead of this race now, full lead of this race because he doesn't have to come in again. But to everybody in track, take it easy when it comes to the last 12 laps of this one. Oh, now it's going to show a full safety car. Nice one. Nice one. We didn't know. We didn't know it was a safety car. We thought it was a regular safety car. We're going to make sure that he's not too close to the safety car, because we know the problems with the safety car when you go too early. But when will he go? When will Bam go? Coming out of the corner, he's going to go now. A good start from him. As it's a little bit of as Paco now is under pressure from the Williams and McLaren already. The Williams of Pesci is going to waste time, no time whatsoever. Down the inside he goes. Are they going to make a little bit of contact here? Paco is fighting hard. She does a good job to defend it and not make contact, as Pesci will be going through. Wizard Rex now losing more and more places. What happened to Wizard Rex? There, as he was trying around the outside, he lost more places. Now Pesci already up to P4, Bird already up to P5. This driver's wasting no time whatsoever. There's more yellow flags. In fact, it is Wizard Rex. I thought that was going to be a full spin for someone, but it's just Wizard Rex. Yellow flags. Pesci already up to P3. Merck and Bam now going to be under lots of pressure from him. As Paco losing more places on those hard tires. She is side by side. She goes with Rusted Bolt. As Rusted Bolt now, these drivers that decided to go for the mediums, as Bolt goes a little bit wide there. These drivers decided to go for the mediums. Might have the correct strategy. Works out for them. Some of the drivers that decided to stay out on the hands way at the back though, so moving to the front. Better option for them than to go into the pits and stay where they were. See how they can recover that. But Pesci now is going to get past the Mercedes of UFRL Merck. He's not going to fight it too hard for sure, as he lets Pesci slide through, going into the hairpin. Bird right behind, definitely is going to try and make the move on Merck in front as soon as possible. When will the more 3-second penalties start to slide in as the House of Bad Boy gets past Viva? DRS has now been enabled on this lap with 10 laps to go in this one. This is going to turn out for these drivers. Viva and Deck fighting side by side. Deck has taken that place. Bird has finally taken the place from Mercedes of UFRL. Merkel makes a little bit of contact with Bird there, but can't keep going, nothing doing. That means the House of Bad Boy is also going to slide past him. He is now going to be under pressure from Deck behind. At the front, are becoming the front once again. Bam has done a good job now to hold on to drivers behind. As Mr. P out. Oh, Mr. P spun once again as he's just really struggling. His will is just going to be in this a race that he's not going to want to look back on after winning in Monza. This is not what you want on the next one. But he's just going to have to finish the race and get as much points as he can for Mercedes. The Williams of Hayes are now getting past one Red Bull and looking to get past the other of Paco in front. He's going to have that DRS. Paco's also going to have that DRS to defend. Let's head back to the front now as Bad Boy 110 behind Bird. Bird can't hold him back here. It's the top 4. At the top 5 again, but Bam is the imposter here. But how long can he hold on to this position that he's in? Bird is going to be the first one to attack him, as Pesci did get him a few laps earlier. Round the outside, Bird is going to go. Bam is not going to give this one up easily. Bird trying around the outside. Will they make contact? No, they will not. Nice driving between those two. Bad Boy will slip in though. Experience from the house driver, knowing that's the opportunity to also get past Bam as he moves up to P3. Declan will see that and will be trying to make his move and the earliest opportunity on the driver in front of him. As Merck now under pressure from Rusted Bolt behind on the medium tires as Declan gets ahead of P5 up to P4. Now the top 4 back to the top 4 once again, fighting for that win. Pesci, before the last safety car, was a 1.5 seconds away from the pack and was absolutely loving it as the safety car came out. 10-second penalty. Declan, 10-second penalty for Declan as he cuts the corner and gained 1 place. Oh, he definitely will not be happy with that. Maybe he got a push from someone somewhere, maybe it was just a mistake. But now Merck is going to put pressure on Bam, and the drivers behind will be definitely thinking about the 10 seconds that Declan just got to try and see if they can get past him at the end of this one. If they can just stay in that 10-second buffer, good enough to finish past Declan. But Rusted Bolt round the outside is going to clear that Mercedes. Oh, the Williams of Hazer flying to the right side of Viva in the Aston Martin now. As they head down the street, they're going to still be squabbling at it. Declan with a quickest lap, 1:30.2. Bam will be overtaken by Rusted Bolt to P5. Mercedes of Merc is going to follow suit there. Bam is not going to make it easy for him. More contact between the Mercedes and the Alpine, as Hazer is going to take this opportunity to join this fight. Will Bam keep holding it around the outside as Merc will pull out of that one? That will be a very dangerous one to try it, to hold it on the inside there. The Red Bulls of Paco and Mickey doing a good job for their team here. We've now lost the DRS to the 5 drivers in front. What's it called? After not having the best last 2 weeks, he's trying to have a very good race here. That is exactly what he's doing in P5. 1.5 seconds from the driver behind him. So he's under no pressure. He doesn't have the DRS to drivers in front, but he has those better tires. Hazer will be trying to make it as soon as possible here. I don't think a safety car will be coming out at the end of this one. I don't think a safety car will be coming out again to the end of this one. We have just about 8 laps to go to cross the line for the final time. The bad boy though going around the outside of the Visa RB of Bird here. And can he complete that move on him? Yes, he can. What a move from bad boy. He tried to see he had the traction on the outside. He did have the traction on the outside, but it's not going to be a traction race all the way to turn 1. Bird taking that place back from bad boy. He did have the better momentum coming out of that corner. Ooh, as there's 3 wide going into this corner, Merc is going to be leader of this. The Visa, the Aston Martin and the Williams both getting past. Bam, down to P9 he goes. As the Williams of Hazer is going to put more pressure as Parkour now. Oh, bam! Almost. Oh, no, Parkour save it. She saves it. Unbelievable, she saved that. Oh, I was just hoping she didn't go into the wall there. Oh my god. She saved that. She's going to climb the curb there, but she's all good. Just hoping that she's going to be struggling now to get the momentum back. But yeah, she did do a good job to save that. As Mr. P, I believe he might have damage on his wing. As you can see, damage on the right front wing MP. He is struggling here, 11 seconds behind Woody in the pack, so he's just going to be looking to finish this race and just get the points that he can for his team. Still squabbling here. Bird 110 behind bad boy. 3-second penalty now for Parkour. Bird is trying to look for it down the inside of bad boy. Nothing doing there. He's going to have to hold it back. Pesci in prime position to win this race, to get another win once again. Williams team are absolutely cooking as they've done throughout the season, and they're back again doing it once again. But Merc is not going to make it easy for Hazer, trying it round the outside now. He has that DRS on him. Viva also has that DRS on him, and it's right behind Merc. Can both of them clear the Williams of Hazer? Yes, they can. Round the outside Viva goes. The fresher tires that Hazer has on now will soon start to fall off. They'll fall off right at the end against the hard tires, and the hard tires will be in a position where they can equally fight with the mediums that he sits on. But Bam now under pressure from ARC Mickey, the 2 Red Bulls here. Gonna have to try their best now to make up places, but they're in a good position. One of them doesn't have that 3-second penalty, so we'll make a position on Merc if he can just keep with the pack here. We'll make a position on the Mercedes team. Not the best day so far. Visa, RB and Williams are absolutely cooking here, and the cooking they will need to do as they need to recover the previous weeks that they had. Then we're going now Williams of Hazer trying it down the inside of Merc there. Nothing doing. It's not enough space there. As Parkour now will slide through and teammate the reserve lets the main driver through. Parkour now up to P10. And they just need to hold on to this pack to get a good result. So Deck losing the place to Bird, who moves up to P2. The top 3, as we've seen multiple times this season, are the top 3 once again. Bad boy is in there. He does have that 3-second penalty, so it will be hard for him to finish on the podium unless he can finish ahead of Declan. Declan does have that 10-second penalty, so bad boy will finish on the podium. All he has to do is not get a 10-second penalty, which is not that hard, but you never know. As Merc and Viva now keep switching now, doing a good job here to defend from Hazer, as Bam and Parkour are squabbling and Sid. Parkour now has taken the place of Bam. Oh, as she almost very close there. She almost pushed Bam into the wall. That would have been scary stuff for Bam if he did end up in the wall there. Hazer tried down the inside, nothing doing for now to hold it back. And they're going to keep fighting now. Hazer gets past Andrew Badger. He's on those soft tires. Interesting call from Andrew Badger. soft tires are absolutely dead now, and he will start to lose time. His competitors around him is head to dead in front. Shortly as there were 5 laps to go in this one. Pesci still leading, and Visa RB in a very strong position. 3-second penalty now for Bam. And that means ARC Mickey will make a place on him. All he has to do is hold it, stay in this pack, and the Red Bulls getting strong points here today. But that 3-second penalty is sitting on 2, so this is all that we need to do. Viva is our ones taking the advantage of this, as they don't have the 3-second penalty that the rest of the drivers around them are sitting on. See exactly how this is going to go. In P2, he has cleared Bird now, and he'll be looking to do the same to Pesci in front. I wonder if Declan will appeal the 10-second penalty. I will look at it to see if his appeal has a reason to appeal them. If it was him just going deep on his own, that's unfortunate for the kick-out, but if he did get pushed into going deep, then as Bad Boy tried the switchback, but he lost the back end there a little bit and couldn't complete it on the Visa. I'll be in front. Rusted Bolt still in a great position now to take that P5 on the road, and maybe P4, because as you can see, Declan does have that 10-second penalty. He's not being able to run away from running away from it from Viva and the rest behind. As you can see, there are 9 seconds in Bad Boy, so we might have enough. We got to have the 3-second penalty before 10. So we'll see if he can run away from them. But here we go. This 6-man pack, 3-second penalty now for Woody, as the penalty is starting to stack up as Williams of Laser gets through the Mercedes of Merck. He's making a little bit of contact there. But Williams of Laser, now his next target is going to be for Aston Martin, who has been getting better and better as the season goes. Viva here is getting strong positions as Fraser now finally clears in, and he finally can lead this pack. Pesci has been overtaken by Declan. To the lead of the race, Declan goes. It's going to be under pressure now from Bird and Bad Boy behind. A little bit of contact between those two, but they can keep going. Nothing too bad doing there. Hazer now has lost the place once again to both the Mercedes and the Aston Martin of Viva. But around the outside, Parkour is going to join this one as she takes it from Hazer. Beautiful driving from Parkour here now. Her next target is going to be the Mercedes of Merck as she now goes up to P7. Unbelievable stuff. Can she also do it on Viva in front? Not close enough. She's going to have to hold it back now. She's having a very, very strong race here. One of the drivers that started with the engine pen now. Hazer going to try down the inside here. Not really the best place to try down the inside though. Making contact the Mercedes of Hazer and Merck. Hazer! It's Merck who's going to slide through. Not the best fight between those two. Contact has been made. Viva now has gotten that 3-second penalty. So Hazer and ARC Mickey are in prime position here to take that P6 and P7. All they have to do is keep up with Viva and Parkour. But Declan still leads this race. Pesci under pressure from the bird. 3 laps to go in this one as the drivers are bringing their elbows out. As you can see, contact between both of the drivers here. Declan, especially now, will take back that lead of the race. He wants to be in the lead of this race because he knows that Bird is going to try get past Declan as soon as possible and put pressure on Pesci. But as you can see, Bird gaining on Declan, who has that DRS, but it will not be enough for the Bird to take that P2 on the road. And now, can Declan hold it around the outside? Does he have the traction on those tires to defend his position? Not enough. The inside turns to the outside for the Visa RB as they are still going side by side here. Declan take that place in P2. Hayes are now very close to the Red Bull of Parkour, trying to hit her with the switchback. Can he complete this as they head to the next corner now? Will they make a little bit of contact between these two? No, they will not. If Parkour hold it, no, she will not. Completed the move from Hazer. Beautiful switchback from him. He now can't get that P6 on the road. What he has to do is stay out of the penalties. Stay out of the penalties is the answer here. And Merck now on the 3-second penalty will try his best to try and get past the other drivers with the three who are Bam and Parkour. As you can see, under pressure Viva is from Hazer. 2 laps to go in this one, less than 2 laps to go in this one. And who is going to be your winner as blasting through Bird on the inside takes P2, and now the 2 up top will fight for the win in this race. Will Declan take that place back from the Bird? Yes, he will. Declan, the way Declan is racing, man, it looks like he might just appeal his 10-second penalty, because he's wasted like a man who is not sitting on a 10-second penalty. So he just might be able to take it off at the end of this one. Rusted Bolt still in that buffer 2. He just has the 3-second penalty though. He's still in that buffer 2. Finish ahead of Declan here, but he's gonna have to keep pushing. He doesn't get out of the 10-second. Viva and the rest will have fallen out of that. Viva doing a great job here in P6 ahead of Hazer. As Parkour with a clean race from her here, just with the 3-second penalty. Unlucky from her, but a clean race from her nonetheless. She will try around the outside of Viva here, but nothing doing. She'll have to hold it back if you want to cause any incidents, because she's sitting one more penalty point from her, and that's going to be a race ban. So she knows what she's doing here. She knows that she has to keep it clean. As Mr. P now still out there in the back of the grid, just looking to finish the race on this one. She can have 1.5 more agonizing laps for sure. So Bam going wide there, same thing as Parkour. Bam is now going to be under pressure from the Red Bull of ARC Mickey, who tries it down the inside. Oh, as Bam loses it there. That means 2 drivers sliding past him now. Merck now will try to get past the Red Bull. We will need to clear the Red Bulls as quickly as possible, because he is the one that will have to try and get most points for the Mercedes here today. Here we go now. Bad Boy gaining on Bird, trying it on the inside of Bird. I'm going to go 3 wide, going into the hairpin here. Now, unbelievable stuff. Who is going to come out on the lead of this one? In the middle there, Bird is your race leader. As Bad Boy now on the audacious stuff from the Haas. Bravery as he puts his foot down. He's going to try it on the inside. Nothing up for Bad Boy, but Pesci is going to take that P2, trying to take that P2 from his mate around the outside. His mate is not going to make it easy for Pesci. They make more contact there as Pesci now down to P3. Declan as Rusted Bolt, as you can see him just 4 seconds behind the drivers behind, and he is having the race of his life here, just absolutely cruising, as Hazer now has finally pulled out of the DRS of Viva behind as they head into the final lap of this one, the final get-go, as Bad Boy now has lost the place to Pesci. He probably wasn't want to fight it too hard, because Pesci and Bird now are going to be fighting for the win in this last DRS zone. Bad Boy also sliding away for Declan, and here we go now in the final lap of this one. Who is going to be your winner? The top 2 without the penalties. Bird is going to have the Pesci is going to have the DRS. How much can Bird defend from him? Pesci is going to try and stagger Bird going into this corner, keeping his car on the inside. He does a good job at that, and that means he's going to have the momentum as they head down now to the final corner. Bird is going to use all the battery that he has in his car to try and keep Pesci behind, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to have one more opportunity though. Can he get the better exit as they come out of the final corner? Or will Pesci be your winner? It looks like he's going to be your winner here as they head down now to the straight. Pesci wins here at Jeddah. Bird will take P2. Declan will drop down to P5 because of that penalty. P4 for Bad Boy. Rusted Bolt, and a great race for him, will take P4. Hazer will settle for P6. Not a bad one. Great recovery from him. P7 and 8 for Parkour, as ARC Mickey will go up to P7. A good reserve race for ARC. DNF Woody on the last lap of this one. Woody DNS from the race as Parkour takes P9, Merck will take P10, Bami P11, Wizard X take P12 as Woody DNFs on the last lap, as Mr. P is going to take P13, and Angry Badger will round up the grid in a very, very exciting lap on this one. Very, very exciting race. Drivers did well not to have too many incidents between them, but we'll see what they send in. Hazer, the driver of the day for sure. He had a lot of obstacles, but the obstacles he got through them. Pesci wins once again and extends his championship lead as Bird and Bad Boy on his first race back will join him on the podium. That was a good race, and the Williams are absolutely ecstatic as they extend their constructors, and he extends his lead. And the champagne is going to taste absolutely brilliant in the Williams camp as Pesci wins at Jeddah. All right, let me make sure we get the round. All right, incidents. That's your race director, just in case you need. There you go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Tomorrow is going to be Hungary for the tier 2s, which is going to be a very interesting one. As you can see, the Williams and the Visa RBs. The Visa RB, like I said, they will be back. And back they are. P2 and P4 for them, scoring the most points as a team here today. And the Williams scoring the second most points. And a good one for everybody here. Good race. There you go. Thank you guys for tuning in. I have been Willie Fernandez. We have been UFRL. Good night and goodbye.